What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Skill and Sound here, back again with another video. Let's just get straight to it. I wanted to talk about the man that you're looking at right in front of your screen with a whole bunch of pictures right here. James Harden. More and more is coming out about his unhappiness each day. That just lets me know that it's totally real about him wanting to leave Brooklyn altogether. And honestly, if you ask me, the reason why he's unhappy, he wants to leave, is he's just plain right, just downright lazy. He thought he was going to Brooklyn for an easy ring. That's what he thought it was. Playing with Kyrie, playing with Kevin, he thought it was going to get him an easy ring, an easy title. And honestly, look, the Super 10 era has done that to guys. James Harden just was the next in line to try to piggyback off of that. But clearly it hasn't worked out like he thought it would. Durant's injured. Kyrie's a part-time player, playing every other game. And there was already reports about him being unhappy with Kyrie being a part-time player. I remember reading something about him being unhappy about Durant being hurt, but at the same time, you can't do nothing about a man's injury. He doesn't want to carry the load like he did in Houston. And it's funny because in Houston, he had talent. He had CP3 at one point. He had Dwight Howard. He's had talent and guys surrounded around him for him to be able to make it through the West to get a championship. He just couldn't deliver. And now he still can't deliver again. He just wanted the easy way out, and he's lazy to me. If you look at the Nets, he can't carry him. Look at this. The last 7 games, they're on a 7-game losing streak right now. They're actually sitting 6th in the West right now. So they're not doing well. They're on a losing streak. But again, being in the East with them losing 7 straight, they're only 4 games behind the Bulls for first place. So if Durant comes back semi-healthy sometime after the All-Star break, Kyrie still being that part-time player, I can still see them obviously making their way back up in the East. But I don't see them winning a championship. There's just so many components going on with Harden's unhappiness. Can Durant stay healthy? Kyrie is not going to play home games for you for the rest of the season. He's not even going to play home games in the playoffs. So they're never going to build that cohesion that they need. So I look. The only teams I've heard him talk about going to possibly would be Philly, right? Philly for Ben Simmons. But can you really get that deal done? I just read a report today that Houston, the Rockets, would be happy for a reunion with him. And that's kind of weird that you guys would trade him and now you're happy for you to build a reunion with him. Like, you got Kevin Porter Jr., who is like a Harden the way he plays. He's a lefty. And then you got Jalen Green as well. Like, that's a youth movement. I wouldn't want to mess that up with Harden coming back. Let that be you build something fresh. Don't even accept Harden back. I know he got a foundation here in Houston, and here in Houston meaning I live in Houston, but he has a restaurant down here. He obviously clearly loves the strip clubs. That's been reported. He doesn't like the strip clubs back in Brooklyn, but he's frustrated off of leading the team, and obviously they say his nightlife in Brooklyn. I mean, it's sad to me coming from a former MVP, somebody who's been a great scorer in this league, who doesn't want to share that. He doesn't want to lead a team anymore. He thought he was going to get an easy ring. So let me see if there's anything in here in this report that is worth reading. Let's see. They're just talking about if he was traded to Philly and how he would like to play with Joel Embiid. But let's see. There's reasonable chance, at least for stretches. Harden will be the man. There's not a third star. See, here's the thing. Would he even accept a trade to Philly? Because as great as Embiid is, as great as he's played this year, Embiid has a history of getting injured and being out for games. So Harden would be right back in the same situation as far as being with a team, being with another star, but then that star getting hurt. When he was in Houston, CP3 had got hurt for stretches. So I don't know the perfect place for Harden to go. For him to be satisfied as far as the nightlife and being with other stars, I just I don't see it. I mean, maybe you trading him back to his hometown of LA, but I don't see him fitting with the Lakers. That's too much of a mess, and the Lakers don't have anything to give Brooklyn. You're not trading him to the Clippers, because what can you give the Nets that for him to be satisfied with that? And I still don't see him working with PG and Kawhi when they're healthy, and they already just made that trade for Norman Powell. Uh, let's take a look right here. Let's look at the standings so that I can think about some teams. So you're not going to trade him to Golden State. I definitely wouldn't mess up anything that's going on with Memphis and what John Morant's going on, what he got going on. I don't see anything that you would trade in the East. What about, the West? Let's see the East. I wouldn't trade him to Cleveland. Cleveland got a lot of good things going on. Man, look, they ain't got nobody to trade him to. That's the way I see it. He just got to deal with it, man. Look, I wouldn't want James Harden if I'm any team right now. I don't, man, because I just don't like his demeanor, his attitude, or anything like that. And all dude wants to do is just party and be with little baby all the time, man. But I wanted to comment on that. Obviously, he wants to leave Brooklyn. And if I'm Brooklyn, he's going to be a free agent after next season. Don't let him walk and not get anything for him. Get something for him now. Get some pieces where you can build a real team around Durant, and then you can figure out the Kyrie situation as well. But Brooklyn's problem is they have no depth. They have no depth whatsoever. They're top heavy with those three guys. Well, 2.5 guys, because Kyrie's, is a part-time player, but I definitely respect everything that Kyrie's going through and what he's standing for. But hey, it is what it is. We'll see. And this is going to be interesting to see what comes about this going forward. But hey, comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. It's your boy Skilled and Sound, and I'm out. Peace.